100 countries around the world. Late word on the new measures being rolled out, what you should know before making your way through security. Plunge at the pump. Gas prices, the lowest for July 4th in a dozen years. They're calling it Christmas in July. How long will it last as millions get set to hit the road? Parents' mission to bring home their son, missing in Syria for 5 years. Our exclusive conversation. What happened to Austin Tice? Your best medicine, the new way doctors are treating patients using their own genes to tell them just the right drugs to prescribe. And a big idea from a little inventor that could save a lot of lives. Nightly News begins right now.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening. It's nice to have you with us tonight. A big announcement today that many air travelers have been bracing for over whether we will still be able to bring our electronic gadgets on board airplanes. The Department of Homeland Security saying it is going to forego expanding the ban on bringing laptops and other common electronics on board flights to the United States. But while you can keep your computer with you, the trade-off could be more time spent at the airport because of a whole new layer of screening before we board a plane, as security officials try to stay ahead of potential new terror methods. NBC's Tom Costello has details.
The new security steps being phased in this summer will affect 2,000 flights every day coming from 105 countries. Every flight to the U.S. from abroad. The new procedures could include more thorough carry-on bag checks, more bomb-sniffing dogs, more swabbing for explosives, and eventually next-generation bag screening technology.
Unless we all raise our security standards, terrorists who see commercial aviation as the greatest takedown will find and attack the weakest link.
The new measures come after U.S. intelligence determined ISIS has found a way to smuggle explosives into laptop computers. Since March, passengers coming from 10 Middle East and African airports have been required to bag check any electronic device larger than a cell phone. The U.S. suggested it would expand the ban to all flights globally, but airlines, foreign governments, and frequent flyers all complained.
Officials always have to balance the security based on the intelligence issues they see with the inconvenience that this will cause airlines and travelers.
Now, if any airline doesn't meet the new requirements, Homeland Security could ban its flights or ban all personal electronics larger than a cell phone. For smaller airlines and countries, a potentially expensive challenge.
It will cause a burden on these airports, and the best I could say is that hopefully the TSA and DHS are out there talking to these governments, trying to come up with a strategy to mitigate this.
In Phoenix, American Airlines and the TSA are already testing advanced 3D scanners to more thoroughly screen carry-on bags, the kind of technology that could be eventually introduced overseas. Late word from the airline industry this evening saying that there was not enough collaboration with Homeland Security on this decision. The airlines prefer a risk-based approach to security, which essentially focuses on the greatest risk airports, but it will have to go along with what Homeland Security says. Lester?
All right, Tom Costello in Washington, thank you. Also in Washington this evening, Republicans are scrambling, trying to save their Obamacare replacement plan after the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, was forced to postpone this week's planned vote. It comes as senators are likely to face a barrage from constituents back home during the July 4th break. NBC's Casey Hunt has details.
After a devastating delay, protests and arrests as Republicans head back into secret negotiations to try and crack a new health care deal by Friday. A last-ditch attempt to transform 1/6 of the economy with just Republican votes.
We'll continue working so we can bring legislation to the floor for debate and ultimately a vote.
The president today
could have a big surprise with a great health care package.
But after 7 years of promising to repeal Obamacare and 6 months of GOP control of the White House and Congress, a new reality is starting to sink in.
If we don't reach agreement by Friday, is probably the end of a sole party effort for health care.
Senator John McCain asked if a Friday deal could happen.
And pigs could fly.
McCain is one of several Republican senators already asking for a bipartisan bill.
I have said all along that I thought we should talk to the Democrats from the beginning.
That's what we should have done from the beginning.
President Trump dismissing overtures from Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
He's done a lot of talking, bad talking, and he just doesn't seem like a serious person.
As they head home next week, senators bracing for anger as they try to answer for a bill that only 16% of Americans support, according to a new Quinnipiac poll. People with emotional stories, like Allison Chandra, who posted her son's medical bills online.
He loves animals. He loves his sister, and he was born with heterotaxy syndrome.
Just one of his many surgeries cost $231,000. Without Obamacare's ban on lifetime limits for insurance, her family could be devastated.
If you want to send me the letter that our cap has been reinstated and our kid has hit it, please come to my house and hand it to my child yourself.
The debate is still raging tonight. You can hear protesters outside the Capitol. Inside, senators are huddling in Mitch McConnell's office trying to figure out this deal. Some senators privately saying they hope the president will stay out of it and let them figure it out. Lester.
Casey Hunt at the Capitol. Thank you, Casey. Now to a developing story from Southern California. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered as a wildfire spreads out of control, getting dangerously close to neighborhoods. NBC News correspondent Miguel Almaguer is standing by with details. What can you tell us, Miguel?
Lester, good evening. A very late-breaking, dangerous situation unraveling in nearby Burbank tonight. I want to take you to some pictures taken just a moment ago. A fast-moving wildfire is sweeping across a residential hillside. Large flames are threatening several homes in the area. As you mentioned, mandatory evacuations have been ordered. You can see smoke billowing in several different parts of Los Angeles tonight. We are facing a dangerous combination of heat, wind, and dry conditions. This is what they call the witching hour here in Southern California at this hour, when those high winds pick up and are capable of fanning those flames incredibly quickly. Crews from across the region are racing into this area. We know firefighters say there are more than 20 large wildfires burning across the West. This, one of the most dangerous. Lester.
Miguel Almaguer from Los Angeles with that breaking news. Thank you. A record 44 million Americans are expected to travel this coming holiday weekend, and they'll find gas prices plunging, now under $2 a gallon in many parts of the country. That's the lowest in a dozen years for a July 4th. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has more on what's fueling the drop.
Tonight, a gas price story we don't often get to tell. Prices are down, way down, ahead of the 4th of July.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, that's like back in 1990 something.
In Indiana, a knockdown, drag-out price war. $1.49 gas. Drivers crossing from California to Arizona can save 67 cents a gallon.
It looks like everyone's going to be driving for the 4th.
Americans will pay an average of $2.21 a gallon over the holiday weekend. That's the lowest since 2005.
I might save about $600-700. I can, go do something for myself.
And for the first time on record, prices are expected to be lower on July 4th than on New Year's Day.
The national average is down 15 cents a gallon now, just versus 2 months ago. That's a pretty tremendous decline.
Fueling the drop, a surplus of crude oil. For the record, 44 million Americans like Mike Schweitz expected to travel this holiday weekend. It's a welcome change.
Gas under $2. How surprising was that?
And that was a dinner table discussion last night. I don't think I've seen that. I can't even remember when I saw $1 in front of gas.
According to GasBuddy.com, the cheapest day on average to buy gas is Monday, the most expensive Thursday. Analysts predict at least some temporary price hikes later this summer at the height of hurricane season. But for now, an unusual sight in many parts of the country.
I don't know. I feel like I would just, what she said, Christmas in July.
Another reason to celebrate this 4th of July.
Here at this station in suburban Atlanta, something we don't often see, gas for $1.89 a gallon. Right now, 34 states have at least one station selling regular unleaded for under $2. Lester?
All right, Gabe Gutierrez, thank you. Police here in New York are issuing a public plea to help solve the mystery behind an explosion that involved a substance often used by ISIS. Investigators are raising the reward for information that can help determine who was behind the blast in Central Park that badly injured a tourist just before July 4th last year. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has the latest.
The explosion in Central Park on July 3rd last year was devastating and baffling. 18-year-old college freshman Connor Golden, visiting the park with friends, jumped off of some rocks and landed on a plastic bag filled with explosives. His parents got the terrifying call.
They actually put him on the line. He was conscious at the time and told us that he had stepped on a bomb.
Still feel good?
Oh, yeah. Feels very good.
Golden's left leg was amputated below the knee. Today, nearly a full year later, New York City police are stumped and increasing the reward to $40,000 for information that leads to an arrest.
We need phone calls, we need leads, and that's why we're here.
Investigators believe the homemade explosives could have been there for days, a white powder called TATP.
These components are commercially attainable, so a lot of people can get this. You really know what you're doing to put this together. It's very dangerous.
It has become a favorite among terrorists, including ISIS, used in the bombing at that Ariana Grande concert, as well as the attacks in Brussels and Paris. But so far, the NYPD says there is no terror link in this case.
Visitors in Central Park climb these rocks all the time, and they take lots of photos and videos here. There could be someone walking around with a case-breaking lead on their phone without even realizing it.
I know there are people out there who have information, who know more about this.
Golden's father and the NYPD are hoping the public will help crack the year-long case, now turned ice cold. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, New York.
That massive cyber attack that started overseas and quickly spread to the U.S. is now affecting more and more big businesses here at home. At the Port of Los Angeles, officials say shipping giant Maersk was forced to shut down its massive operation there. That's in addition to the nation's second largest pharmaceutical company, a major food distributor, even a Pennsylvania healthcare provider among those hit. Still a mystery tonight who is behind it. With the war in Syria back in the spotlight this week, we are reminded that August will mark 5 years since American journalist Austin Tice was captured in Syria as he tried to document the suffering of civilians. Who has him, whether the government, militias, or even ISIS, and why remains a mystery. But the effort to find and free him may be making progress thanks to a determined mother and father intent on bringing their oldest son home.
He had told us that there might be times when he was out of touch. In this particular week, a couple of days passed, didn't see or hear anything from him.
It was August 2012. Austin Tice, freelance journalist, former Marine, had gone missing in Syria. A month later, someone posted this video of Tice on YouTube, alive, but in the custody of parties unknown.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
How did you handle that tape when you first saw it? Was that a sense of hope or dread?
It took a while to realize that the appropriate response was hope.
For the past 5 years, the Tices have led an awareness campaign about Austin's plight and walked the halls of power from Washington to Damascus in search of answers.
Just looking for anyone that could share information, engaging with the Syrian government to the extent that I could.
How do they treat you?
The Syrians, everyone was extremely kind to me.
But the Syrian government claims no knowledge of Tice's whereabouts. Last week, the New York Times reported there had recently been high-level contacts between U.S. and Syrian officials about freeing Tice, an effort that, according to the paper, was halted after Syria's use of chemical weapons and the resulting American airstrike.
We have to be completely apolitical and stay focused on this humanitarian effort that is not a part of foreign policy. This is our son who is being held captive, who needs to come home.
I suspect you wouldn't be sitting down with me if there was any question that Austin is alive.
There is no question about that.
Does that come from an emotional place or hard evidence?
That's sensitive to answer, but let's just say we had a video that was titled Austin Tice is alive. That's never been contradicted, and it has been confirmed over these last almost 5 years. Austin Tice is alive.
Has there been a proof of life other than that video?
There has not been.
Request for ransom?
No.
No outreach at all.
But the family says U.S. officials remain focused on Austin's case.
We are absolutely gratified at the engagement that we've had with this new administration, how quickly they've become